The Seahawks training camp took a literal turn in showcasing their fighting spirit to owner Jody Allen during her first appearance of the year. What started as a routine practice quickly escalated into one of the most skirmish-filled sessions in recent memory, with 5 altercations leading to 2 ejections, DK Metcalf throwing a helmet, and coach Mike Macdonald halting practice for a stern lecture. Join us as we dive into the details of this intense day, the underlying tensions, and what it means for the Seahawks moving forward. Stay tuned for all the drama and insights from VMAC. Perhaps the Seahawks took things a bit too literally in their attempt to demonstrate their fighting spirit to owner Jody Allen, who made her first appearance of the year at training camp. Or, more likely, it was simply a team 2 weeks and 13 practices into training camp ready to play somebody else. Regardless of the cause, Wednesday's Seahawks practice at the VMAC turned into one of the most fight-filled sessions in recent memory. 5 skirmishes led to 2 players being ejected, DK Metcalf throwing a helmet, and coach Mike Macdonald halting practice to deliver a stern lecture. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. "I think we are tired of going against one another," Macdonald said in a live interview on the NFL Network. Macdonald noted that the Seahawks have practiced since July 24th with just 2 days off, citing that as a reason for the skirmishes. "We're right on the line right now, and I think the guys realize that, hey, let's take care of one another," he said. "Definitely don't want people fighting out here and stuff, especially against their own teammates." Macdonald mentioned that Metcalf addressed the team briefly afterward. "DK gave a great message at the end of practice, putting everything in perspective," he said. "The guys finished it out the right way. So, I'm proud of our guys." However, the fights presented first-year coach Macdonald with one of the biggest on-field challenges of his career. The first fight broke out midway through practice when receiver Jake Bobo and cornerback Trey Brown got entangled away from the ball, with Bobo attempting to block Brown. Bobo seemed to take offense at something Brown did or said, leading him to swing at Brown, causing his helmet to come off. Brown then retaliated by hitting Bobo in the face. The altercation was swiftly broken up, and practice continued without interruption, though a trainer checked Bobo's face before he returned to action. Interestingly, Bobo quickly scored 2 touchdowns, one on a long pass from Geno Smith, after finding himself wide open due to busted coverage. A little later, Kenneth Walker III ran hard up the middle during a red zone drill and was hit by linebacker Tyrell Dodson. Tight end Pharaoh Brown appeared to take offense. Players are not supposed to be tackled to the ground and came over to defend Walker. Teammates rushed in before it was broken up. A couple of plays later, Brown and Metcalf jawed at each other in the end zone away from the ball as a play ended. Metcalf initially seemed to back off, but returned when Brown said something, then came after him, throwing a punch. Metcalf grabbed Brown's helmet and swung it, accidentally hitting safety Kayvon Wallace, who was trying to intervene. This prompted Macdonald to halt practice and gather the players for a brief talk. "It was positive, and the guys are in a good spot," Macdonald told the NFL Network about his message. "I just reminded them why we're out there, what we're trying to accomplish, and encouraged them to take a deep breath and finish practice the right way," which we did. But that wasn't the end of it. Shortly after the talk, receiver D. Eskridge and undrafted rookie cornerback Carlton Johnson tangled in the end zone during a red zone drill. They separated after some pushing and seemed to adopt boxing stances before teammates stepped in, preventing any significant damage from thrown punches. A few minutes after that, the team separated into groups with the offensive and defensive linemen working on a one-on-one pass rush drill. As linebacker Derek Hall's matchup against rookie guard Christian Haynes ended, Haynes appeared to push Hall, who then turned back and grabbed at Haynes. The two fell to the ground, with teammates and coaches intervening. That all happened as Allen, in a group that included Vice Chair Bert Kolda, walked by, maybe 20 feet from the action. The group appeared to look over but hardly seemed to break stride on its way off the field. Macdonald, who was nearby with another group of receivers and defensive backs, turned toward the offensive and defensive linemen and seemed to signal for Hall and Haynes to be ejected from practice. Thanks for watching.